Good morning, Wildcats. Welcome back to the MWHS Wildcat News.
Coming up on today's episode,
Justice and Diversity League educating students about Black History Month.
Orchestra members receive a special lesson from the Omaha Symphony.
ACP students put together the Wildcat Bistro with the help of the Education Academy.
And keeping up with our spring sports as they begin their spring season. I'm Andrew Pfeiffer.
And I'm Madeline Anderson. Black History Month is an important time for education and appreciation of the accomplishments of African American citizens.
Justice and Diversity League helped put together a scavenger hunt for students and show off a dynamic display in front of the library. Katie Willard and our own Madeline Anderson report.
February is a month dedicated to recognizing the great achievements made by African American citizens. Justice and Diversity League is helping Millard West students get involved in Black History Month.
We've never done anything for Black History Month before, but this year we're trying to make Millard West a no place for hate school again. We haven't been for several years, and the criteria is a lot more difficult this year, and so we have to try to promote diversity as well as involve the student body.
The league met every day for a week in preparation for the display. They set the posters in a high-traffic area of the school in order to gain attention.
We decided what people we wanted to have based on what they did historically and how they helped the civil rights, or just in general push African American rights more forward.
The club created a collage of posters containing facts about well-known figures in the civil rights movement, music, politics, or more. Within the posters is a survey follow-up for the scavenger hunt.
We discussed it as a club, and so it didn't start the same way that it finished. And then by the end, we were coming up with new ideas to try to get people involved. So we created the scavenger hunt to send out to teachers so that they can take their class down here and look through it really fast, or some teachers give extra credit.
Throughout the month, students and teachers of all grades and ability levels were encouraged to participate in the scavenger hunt to help them learn more about the importance of Black history.
Several teachers have used the display with their classes, and a couple of special ed teachers have been using those with their classes as well. And that's the goal of our club, is to try and be more inclusive and make sure that every kid in this school has the same educational opportunities. So we're really happy with that.
Learning about Black history is especially important at Millard West, as only 12% of the population is made up by non-white students.
This is woven into the fabric of our country, a nation of immigrants, a multicultural nation that has had a lot of success with that, even despite the failures that exist. And so we want students to be aware of the contributions of multiple groups of people, but we also need them to understand the struggles that members of minority groups have faced, and so that's what it's about.
To learn more about equal rights and the importance of being unique, join Justice and Diversity League Thursdays after school in room 243. This has been Madeline Anderson and Katie Willard with the MWHS Wildcat News.
It's no secret that Millard West has an incredibly talented music program. The orchestra students have worked hard and taken expert advice to stand out.
Mr. Ian Passmore, the assistant conductor of the Omaha Symphony, is mentoring the students before their performance at the Holland. Annie Punt and Holly Rooney bring us the story.
On February 26th, the orchestra crew had a new face conducting their class. Omaha Symphony's assistant conductor Ian Passmore was invited to help the students with their sheet music. During first block, all students got the chance to listen to his constructive criticism.
He's taught us how to read music in a way where it's easy to learn and faster to learn, so we improve our musicianship skills.
For 25 years, the Omaha Symphony has had a music mentors program. Orchestra teacher Patty RITCHIE has made sure Millard West has had the opportunity to listen and learn from the best of the best. This year, the timing was perfect, as their April concert and district music contests were coming up shortly.
And typically, their assistant conductor will work with students and bring those professionals right up close and personal so that students can be super inspired and have great hands-on instruction.
For juniors and seniors, this was an annual experience for them, but for the sophomores, it was something brand new. This would help them expand their skills, as many of these students have only practiced under their school teacher.
Yeah, he's from the Omaha Symphony, so it was easy to get into it, and it's nice to have a new perspective because I've only had female teachers.
On Tuesday, the group of students had the opportunity to work alongside a professional musical ensemble. They traveled down to the Holland Performing Arts Center, where they each worked one-on-one with a member from the Omaha Symphony. After all this efficient practice, their music would be ready to showcase. This has been Holly Rooney and Annie Punt with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Everyone loves good homemade food, especially when it's from the kitchen of the ACP students.
The Education Academy is paired up with students to help prepare meals for teachers a couple times a year. Caitlin Kosas brings us a story.
This week, Millard West Academy students and ACP students teamed together and hosted the Wildcat Bistro. The students' tasks were to host, cook, and serve. The teachers attended and were served by these wonderful students.
The ACP students greeted me at the door, got me a menu, showed me where to sit, and then took my order, kept checking on me to ask if everything was good or if I needed anything else, so yeah, it's good.
They prepared and served fruit, bacon, and French toast. Teachers were given a menu and asked to check off the items they would like to order. The ACP server would then take the menu back into the kitchen where the food was prepared.
As hostesses, we work on social skills when we introduce and greet the Wildcat Bistro and help them walk in. And then the servers help them with getting their food ready and giving it to them. So they also help with like all the social skills. And then the cooks help work on their cooking skills, and they're able to cook the French toast and anything else we're making in there.
These students had to portray a variety of skills. Some of these included social and cooking skills. By participating in the bistro, they used the same skills they would need for real-world and future jobs.
My favorite part was seeing all the kids being able to work in there and see Kelsey like really step out of her comfort zone and be able to greet the people and help them to their table.
The ACP students are developing new skills in a fun and interactive way. They have enjoyed preparing for the bistro as well.
We had to set up the forks and markers and do the little menus.
These students love the opportunity to be able to participate in the Wildcat Bistro and are excited for the next breakfast. This has been Caitlin Kosas with the MWHS Wildcat News.
As signs of spring weather begin to show behind the clouds, Millard West is kicking off their spring sports seasons with soccer, tennis, golf, baseball, and track.
Hello folks, Shady Whistle back here with another edition of Sports Corner. Great to be back with you guys. First off, we're going to be talking about boys golf as they get into the swing of the season along with all other sports this coming spring. Let's get right into it. First off, for boys golf, they lose a ton of seniors. JT Engelbart, Christian Hall, Michael Hennessy, just a few to name off there, and they try to reload this season. We talked to Ryan Rogers on his thoughts for this upcoming season.
Last year we lost 4 seniors on varsity, so I'm the only returning varsity player, and Nolan Engelbart is another varsity player, but other than that, we don't know who's going to be on varsity yet. So we'll be probably a week off the start, but we'll get better as the season goes on.
For the boys golf team, they look for leadership this year from, again, Ryan Rogers, who was on varsity last year, and Nolan Engelbart, who should be on the varsity team, to help try and lead the Wildcats. Speaking of senior leadership, we're going to go over to girls tennis, where Katie Freiberger looks to lead the team this year in helping out the incoming freshmen.
Basically, I let them know what kind of to expect at tryouts and during conditioning, and what kind of goes on during practices, and when they should, how they should practice, how they should prepare for season.
And for the girls track team, we talked to Shannon Wurtele on her opinion for what we might be seeing this year. And from what she said, they have a lot of gaps to fill after winning a state championship last year.
I think if we work hard and some previous and incoming freshmen step up from last year, that we'll be able to pull maybe first place.
And now over to boys track. They're on a 1-year drought after winning state in 2016. They look to make it right here in 2018. And what they have is a great team bond, and Adam Murphy would like to elaborate on that.
Extremely inclusive, so I don't feel like excluded, I guess. So I feel like I'm part of their group all the time. So
for both track teams, they are very dominant in what they do. They have very good dedication, and we could be seeing that this coming May. For the boys baseball team, we talked to Colby Gomez on his thoughts for the seniors and what they bring to the table for the team.
Pretty much all the seniors, really. We all the underclassmen look up to us. We show them guidance. We try to help them just try to get to the spot that we're in right now.
For the Millard West baseball team, they are ranked #1 preseason, and we go over to the girls soccer team to talk to Nicole Gornell, who gave a little opinion on the team and what they think they can bring to the table along with what she brings to the table.
I think we'll be strong. I'm as confident as I have been every season that I've been here. It's going to be hard though because we've lost a few players to injury, but I still feel confident that we'll succeed.
Alrighty folks, this has been JD Wessel with the MWHS Wildcat News Sports Corner. It has been an honor. Good luck to all the athletes this coming spring, and let's win some state titles, Wildcats.
And that's it for this week's edition of the MWHS Wildcat News.
Be sure to check out the Catalyst online and follow us on Twitter at MWHS Catalyst. And be sure to check out the print copy that's coming out soon. I'm Andrew Pfeiffer.
And I'm Madeline Anderson. Have a great week, Wildcats.